Hey, good morning, everybody. It's 9 o'clock. It's Wednesday, December 11th, 2019. It's Fed Day. So that will be interesting. I hope everybody's well this morning. Welcome to the channel. If it's your first time, sure do appreciate you being here. We're kind of checking out, if you're looking at the screen here, you'll see the disclaimer. Please read that real quick. It's basically just telling you that everything we do here is for educational purposes only, right? It's any trade you might decide to take here will be on your own decision-making ability, and we don't do trade recommendations any way, shape, or form here. Okay, so everything we do is for educational purposes only. So make sure you understand that. All right. So. If you're new to the channel, read the description below and you kind of learn a little bit about what we are and what we do. And there's three traders here, and then myself, Soto, and Mitchell. We all kind of bring a little bit different aspect to trading, so it's a good mix here. So we want this to be a fun channel for you to learn, or just if you want to learn our method, you can do that. And we have videos on the site there on our YouTube channel where you can kind of learn those methods, learn the tools of the trade, I call them. There's 5 of them. There's price action, volume, support and resistance, supply and demand, and order flow, and hidden supply and demand. So you can kind of check those out on the site there, kind of learn what we're doing, so you can kind of follow along. Or you can just ask us any kind of questions in the chat. That'd be great too. We love the interaction, and I want you to be a part of what we do here. So anyway, like I said, there's 3 traders here. There's myself, Soto, and Mitchell, and I think Mitchell's on the other side. Soto, you there this morning?
I am, buddy. Sorry about that. Just made a point here.
Oh, okay. Another point?
Yeah, buddy. Third
Wow.
third for the day, man.
3 for 3. Wow. You're getting on
They'll call it hump day for nothing.
Call you a hump day for nothing. That's right, man. They don't.
Yeah.
Do they?
I'll post this one. I got the point, and then I got taken out of take profit. It came back and took us out of take profit, but got a quick point there. It bounced up. Well, let's call it the zones out. That way, everybody's on the same page.
Yeah. What zones you have there?
All right. Well, let me do the one we're currently on. It was a supply zone, so
Okay.
then we flipped it to a. Then I flipped it to a demand zone. So that came out of the 335 candle.
335 candle this morning. Right there. Okay. Yeah. See it.
All right. And that's where I took my first trade this morning. I front runned it. And so I took the trade this morning from 750 at 31.39. And that's on Discord, and we can talk that a little later. Let me just bring you up to date. So there's that. And then eventually, even though it was well respected, as you can see, for almost the last hour, we didn't reuse it until it broke. It broke and then came back to it. But before I traded to go long again, I traded to go short out of the other zone that I have a 1 hour candle starting from 41 to 43.5 is the 1 hour. And in that 1 hour, the 5-minute candle is at, let me go get it. See if I can find it. 1 second.
Yeah, it's actually the same as on from yesterday.
It's the same one.
Changed,
yeah. So you already got it. Good.
Yeah.
Same one from yesterday. And so I traded that to go short. I went in at 41 even, and it took one tick of heat, and then it came back down, and I got the point, and that was the one I was telling you I just managed.
Right.
It didn't look good. After it picked me up, it didn't look really good. And so I locked in 1 tick of profit, and then I moved my 1 point profit into 0.75 ticks. And so I made 0.75 ticks, majority of my trades, and then the rest I locked them at a 1 tick profit. Even though if I would have kept it, it would have given me the point, but it was just I rather managed it and get some points out of it.
Sure.
Just because it didn't look pretty after it picked me up. And then I just got the last point here. Then I used that supply zone we made a demand zone out of at 9 o'clock at 39.75 to go long.
All right.
And I got my point there at 40.75. and then they came back and took me out to take profit again at 40. So, but at least we got a couple points, 3 points, several points this morning.
Yeah, nice job, man. Yeah, you 3 for 3 this morning, up a couple 3.5 points, whatever it is, and that's very nice, man. Good job. You make sure you send me that first pick of the first trade this
Yep,
morning.
I would do that.
We'll use that for the channel. But very good job, man. Yeah, those are good trades there.
Yep, thank you.
Good trades.
I also Caroline gave me some feedback,
Hmm.
and I actually like it because I'm the same way. I'm like the worst, like super slow learner, and so I like to see things very clearly. You know, when I'm learning something, I need to very clearly be pointed out. So I took my time this morning since I've been up since 3 o'clock in the morning working out. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, right.
Jokes are starting early this morning. I like it.
But I went ahead and took my time just to kind of point out the obvious to the to the seasoned trader. But
Uh-huh.
those very beginners, it's probably a lot going on in the chart. So I went ahead and if you look at Discord, especially the middle picture there, I pointed out the hidden zone that I used, um,
Let me
and then
pull
I
that.
went
Hold on
ahead.
a second. Let me pull that into the channel so people can see it here. We'll walk through it while you're talking about it.
Cool,
All right.
cool.
So the first picture I got up this morning. Yeah. All right.
It's actually the middle one. Do you see the?
Yeah. The middle. All right. I
Uh,
got the middle one pulled up. Yeah.
all right, let me see if it's already up on our screen here. All right, and then
Nice. Yeah. I like all the explanation. Nice job.
yeah. So and again, it's easier for the beginner, right? So there's the hidden zone there, the 335 that I used.
Uh-huh.
Then the entry, there's the little yellow arrow, if you would,
All right.
at 39 to go short. It picked me up. I took one tick of heat, and then I came back down. And it was early in the morning, so it took a little longer to get the point. So you can see there was a 5 minute candle, so it took a little bit. We
Mm-hmm.
got the point, and then the rest, because it didn't go 5 ticks, I actually had to manually move my tick into profit. My stop into one tick into profit, and I didn't do that until uh, you can tell there a little later than I should have. But
All
thankfully,
right.
I did time before it went north a little more. So anyway, so there's my second exit on one tick profit.
Yeah.
And if you look at the same picture, you can see like BK, you always say we call the zones before the things happen, right?
All right.
So just by looking at the picture, you can see where we've made our other points this morning, or where you could have made your points this morning. And we haven't changed any of the zones. The only thing I changed is the color of that zone that I made that point. As I usually switch them to purple when they're already
Mm-hmm.
been triggered to remind me. Because like yesterday, remember I made that mistake of trading out of that zone.
All right.
If I don't switch that color, I think it's still alive. And at the time, I'm not thinking about is this still good. I'm looking at the color, and the color's telling me it's still good, so I'm trading. So I usually switch them to purple, meaning okay, I already used this up, and now it's time to flip it.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, that was my mistake yesterday. But so in the other charts from today, you're gonna see. I haven't posted yet. You're gonna see that purple line there, and that's just because, like I said, I already used it once. Now I've used it twice. Now I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Until it's me another reason to come and use it. So
Didn't you tell me you were colorblind?
uh, in a
You
way,
used that for something. I just can't
I
remember
know.
what it was.
Yeah,
You sold yourself out on that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what interception. I was like, yeah, I'm colorblind, but I can't tell who's in my team. No,
Nice
anyway,
job, man. Nice job. I like that. Yeah, you did a great job, and that was good feedback from Caroline for sure. That we tend to forget. After doing this for so long, you tend to forget some of the basic stuff, and need to point that out. So I did good job there. Very nice job. Yeah, that's
yeah,
going to help anybody that jumps onto that Discord there. That's going to help quite a bit. So,
yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
good morning, Caroline. She's here. So, hey, good morning.
Yeah,
Good feedback. Nice job. Way to tell the man what to do. That was good.
I know, right?
So, yeah, so that's awesome. Yeah, so all right, man. So you're up three for three this morning. Good job, dude. So we can just kind
Yeah,
of chill out the rest of the day, man.
I know, right?
I'm just gonna give you all the money and you can manage it, and I'll just
That's
chill
right.
out.
It's just one day. The trick of this is being consistent your
And
whole life, right?
that's
It's a
right.
marathon.
It's a long
So,
game, man. It's not a
long
short
game.
game. It's the long
Yep.
game. That's right.
You got to
So
remember that on the bad days, but also on the good days,
yeah, yeah.
So,
I'll get crazy. That's right. Well, that's good. Well, we had some news this morning, right? But didn't expect a big move out of that just because today's Fed day, right? So interest rates day today, so
Okay.
that's a big deal. So um, it's got the potential to really shock the market over the next couple days, couple weeks, or to the downside, or it could just be a great move to the upside. Um, Probably won't see a whole lot of reaction today until about 3 o'clock. Their announcement's it's 2 o'clock Eastern time, but kind of 30 minutes after they have that announcement, they actually have the meeting and they kind of talk about it, and so people will actually start being able to digest it at that point. But we're looking. The Fed's either going to leave the rates the same or they could cut it. I don't think they're going to cut it more. If they cut it or raise it, they won't do it more than a quarter basis point. So and kind of the way that works, just so everybody understands, the Fed they kind of do more than they should, but they try to stimulate the economy or kind of tell everybody if the economy's doing well with our money. So if the economy's doing well, they tend to raise their interest rate, okay, which will in turn kind of if they decide to raise it, that kind of hurt some of the stock market, and I would imagine we will see over the next couple of days if they decide, excuse me, if they decide to raise over the next couple of days, you'll probably see a pretty good move to the downside. But if they decide to leave it the same, I think you're still going to see some moves to the downside a little bit. But if they decide to cut it, I think you see moves to the upside, and the reasons behind each one of those is the Fed says, okay, our economy's hurting, we're in bad shape, we need to try to get this economy rolling and kind of inject money into the economy, so they'll cut the rate. Okay, that's what they've done for a while, but it's been left alone for a little while here, But and if they feel like the economy's doing very well, what they'll do is they'll raise the rate up at interest points. So, which helps banks and for loans and all that kind of stuff. They make more money on a higher interest rate. So bank stocks will go up pretty heavy if they decide to raise interest rates. But the fear gauge will go up too, which will in turn kill a lot of the other stock market. So it's really kind of a game for them to play because the economy is doing very well. All the reports have come out. Job reports, just growth board, everything's come out very well. Pretty nice. The market's up pretty high. So I think you'll see. We don't know what the Fed's going to do, but all the indicators should tell me that if you're going to look at pure how the market's doing, how the economy's doing right now, jobs are the unemployment rate's down. So money's moving well. I would imagine that they might end up increasing the rate of 1 basis point. It's not going to be anything drastic. If they did, it'd be a basis point one way or the other, So it's not going to be a big move either way or the other. But I think today you're going to see markets are slow, even though with that news report we just had it not been Fed today, you'd see a big move here. But because everybody's just kind of on hold until about 3 o'clock today, until they kind of see some stuff, then I imagine over the next couple of days with expiration on options and things like that, that the markets will move depending on what the rate is. So just kind of be aware of that, and we'll kind of watch for that. So not expecting any big moves this morning until that point. But then after that, you can start seeing some moves. So just be aware of that. Okay, guys, it's rate day today, and I will kind of give it a little bit of prediction if they do raise the rates. I think you're going to see about 100 over the next couple of days. I think you'll see about 100-point drop in the ES. So we got to be aware of that and watch for that. And but if they don't raise those rates, then I think you're going to see some volatility. But I don't think it'll be a massive move one way or the other. I think it'll be a lot of big up and down. So anyway, that's kind of a big one to think about and watch. So
This will be a great time if you had the resources and more importantly the guts to do it, or especially know how to do it, is to put a trade in to go short and just let it ride.
Well, that's
If
actually
it
what I was
does
going to
go
say.
down,
That's actually what I was going to say. I wouldn't do it
yeah,
yet. I would do it. Wait till it comes out this afternoon because you're going to have time
right,
to do it this afternoon. I was going to tell Mitchell, man, or anybody, if they're trading if anybody trade the micro and just put one contract on the micro and let it run, and until Friday, and you might catch a 100-point move on a micro, which is one contract would be $500. Not a lot of money, but it's money, right? But
it's a lot of money right there.
But it's micro to where you're not having to worry about it, no matter what it does, And if it were to go up 100 points, which it's not going to do, first off, we already know that it won't go up 100 points, so you're not going to lose. But it could definitely drop 100 points very quickly. So by Friday, so it'll be interesting to see. But that would be a kind of a play for someone that wants to trade a micro and throw, one contract, which is worth $5 a point, on there, but you'd need to have, obviously you're going to need to have a couple $1,000 in there to do that. But because you're going to have you have to hold for overnight, which would be, $600, I think it's $40 margin on one micro contract. So, but anyway, so that'd be interesting. So that's what we need to watch for today. Well, I won't be here, but anybody that's trading this afternoon needs to kind of watch and look for that, and you can go with it. So. All right, so there we go. The Fed speech is out of the way, so
cool.
We'll look for that this afternoon. But anyway, for this morning we got a few more minutes so we can look for trades. About 10 minutes or so, 9 minutes, we can look for opportunity, and we'll keep moving. So now since you've made your points, you cut down contracts.
Yep, I'm cutting down to a quarter of my contracts.
Good job, nice.
So we call it the BK move.
Okay.
Well, the old Mitch move is the every contract you can possibly trade, and the BK move is the conservative. Let's do a quarter of our contracts. So that's we got to give it names.
Oh, do you?
This is Mitch. This is Mitch. You ready? I'm going to do Mitch. I don't understand if you got one contract for every $1,000. I don't know why you're not trading every $1,000 for every contract for every $1,000. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, it's the same risk. Right? You're still taking the same risk. If you're going to take the trade, why not take the full trade at a 1%, 5% risk of your full contracts? I just don't understand that. So, anyways, that's my Mitch.
That's your Mitch. Yeah.
That's he does that every time. He's like, I just don't understand if you're taking this. If it's still a good trade, why are you reducing the contract? So I'm like, I understand. So, but and logically he's correct, but emotionally I think it's where you miss the connection, right?
You hit it right there on the head. That's exactly right. Mathematically, logically says yes, it stayed the same full contract, 5% risk. But problem is most people aren't. Nobody's a computer. Everybody's got emotions, so your emotion is going to play a huge role in how you decide to enter a trade and exit a trade, and the ability to manage a trade. So you're better off being the least emotional as possible, and that you're going to do that when money's doesn't mean as much to you. So that's the bottom line. So if you have a computer algorithm running, it's going to take the same trade every time because it has no emotion. And as it should be, but you're exactly right. Emotions is the number one reason why, if you're up, you want to keep your money, and you're going to make more trades, then definitely drop down your contracts and use house money.
Yeah, and because I was with him the whole time, we were talking about you all the time. Like, I don't understand BK.
I'm sure you were.
What he's doing. I don't know why he's not going full throttle here. And then I started doing it. I was like, I can see where BK's coming from. He brings a lot of wisdom to the table. So very, very good.
Yeah, it makes all the logical sense in the world. But not so much when you're trading. Your emotion gets in the way too much. So good job. Good job. Yeah, and
I'm posting my second trade here on the Discord.
Okay.
So I'm just doing that now. Do you have the zone at 745?
745. Yes, I do. I have a 745 zone. I got a 745 zone. I've got a 630 zone, and then
630.
Then I have your zone that you have. I'll probably get rid of it at this point. It's been moved around and pushed through on both sides, so I'll move that.
630. Yeah,
that's the only two I really have right now. From a 5-minute time stamp, so have hourlies to the upside and the downside still, but my downside hourly doesn't come in for a demand until around 31.26, and it's actually still from yesterday. So same one with the upper one. Man. So,
Yeah, bud.
yeah. I think so. Yeah.
I don't know. I do have one that it's several days ago. Hasn't been triggered yet or respected yet. 1355 from that's in our 1 hour candle. Within our it's a 5 minute candle in our 1 hour candle from December 9th. So December 9th,
See that?
1355. So that will be my potential next trade out of that 1 hour area. Keeping in mind that we do have another 1 hour area right above that.
Mm-hmm.
So starting around 48 and a quarter to 51. And I think that would be a good one to front run. There's just a lot of opportunities there for that one. So
Yeah.
if it gets up there, who knows?
Yep, I agree.
So,
Yeah, so we got some good zones here, and so now it's just waiting for the market to open up. I think you've taken the trades that presented themselves this morning, which was nice. So
yep.
I think it's unfortunately some waiting time right now.
Yep, we're waiting time. Waiting time.
So yeah.
You had a good day? What's today? Wednesday? You had a good day yesterday?
Yeah, man, good day, great day. Yeah, kids got out of school early, about 1 o'clock because of snow, and so we got some snow.
Oh, they got out early. Okay.
Yeah, they got released that morning. They had a 2-hour delay this morning, so they're still kicking around here.
Okay.
And then they'll go to school here in just a little while, but they had a 2-hour delay. Hold on just a second. All right. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, good. All right.
Hey, there's Mitchell too.
Good.
Let me go ahead and pull in Noah Mitchell as well.
What's up, gentlemen?
Hey, what's up, man? How's it going?
Pretty good. Y'all gonna have me for a little bit this morning. I gotta take Scarlett to school here in about an hour.
Yeah, she's on delay as well, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, she doesn't run to school like every kid in Costa Rica does?
No, she does not say that. Trying to get to the finer things.
Yeah. We used to have to walk. According to my dad, my dad used to have to walk 2 miles both ways in the snow without shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Uphill.
Yeah, uphill, yeah.
My dad was the same way.
Yeah.
Wanted this baseball bat when I was in Little League, and he was like, son, we used to have to make our own bats. Wet.
Yeah, that's enough. Yeah, well, Soto's been on fire this morning. He's made 3 trades, 3 points.
Has he?
Yeah, buddy.
Good job. I did all right yesterday afternoon. I ended up with 2.
Nice. Good.
Yeah. I'm trading some yesterday. I think I made, I can't remember now. Hold on.
Well, you got interest rate today there, Mitchell, at 2 o'clock today. The
2
Fed
o'clock.
rate, yeah. That's, I don't know if you heard what I was saying about that, but that's going to be a big deal this afternoon. You might, not right away, but around 3 o'clock or so, you probably start, depending on what they do, if they raise or they cut. If they raise, I think you should put one micro position in and just hold it for a couple days, because I think if they raise, ES is going to drop about 100 points by Friday.
Really?
Yeah, so it'd be something to watch for sure. And so if you start seeing that down move, jump on there. But anyway, so yeah, it's going to be interesting if they raise or cut. So just be aware of that this afternoon, and over the next couple of days, it will take in effect what's going to happen. So we'll watch that, or you guys can watch that this afternoon.
10-4.
Yep. Let me read. Oh, hey, Caroline asked a question. Let's see, Caroline. Mr. BK. Well, first off, it's not Mr. BK, Caroline. I appreciate the respect, but it's just BK. Thank you. What's the biggest challenge to a new trader? Also, to a seasoned trader, how much does ego play into day trading? Which personalities do better? Okay, yeah, that's some great questions right there. Well, first off, I'll just say this right out of the chute. Caroline, as a woman, you'll be the better trader than any of us here.
Except so he can manage. Oh, okay. So just kidding.
So if I ran, I'll just put it this way: if I started a hedge fund right now, I would hire as many women as traders as I could that were interested, because they don't have the egos for the most part, and they're very pragmatic, so they'll cut trades as soon as they need to cut them. They won't try to outdo each other for the most part. I know women can be competitive, but it's a little bit different situation when it comes to trading, and that's been proven. It's not something me just making that up. That's been proven over many studies, from female traders to male traders. So, so from that standpoint, I would think a woman is definitely a better trader than most men. So, from the biggest challenge as a new trader is just kind of learning, not getting overwhelmed, and that's why we try to keep very simple here and not taking in. There's so many things out there. There's so many things out there that can kind of wrap you up and look really pretty, and aesthetically, and it has a lot of bells and whistles, and you'll see, there's a lot of people selling courses out there and trying to get you to buy stuff, and so you kind of get overwhelmed if you really got to get into this. You can kind of really get overwhelmed at first with so much stuff out there, but all due respect, about 99% of it's just flat crap, and it's a sales machine. So just try not to get one focus and stay on it. Don't find something you're comfortable with, you like. There's a lot of different ways to trade. Okay, you could be successful at, but find one that fits your personality, you like it, and stick to it, and kind of put some blinders on, so to speak, and then I think you'll do very well. And so to a seasoned trader, it's just a matter of remembering to keep things basic. You can gain so much knowledge and so many different ways to do things. It's a matter of you having to keep things basic, and that's what we do here. We've kind of gone basic. I've gone to every indicator out there. I've coded so many and programmed so many different indicators and the different methods, and you kind of get just lost in that whole game there instead of just keeping it simple as well. So it's really for the new and the seasons to keep things simple. And the ego does play a big part, especially for males. They want to beat their chest a little bit and not take a loss, and that's the number one key, is how quick can you take a loss and be okay with it and move on and forget it. And most men cannot do that, but a lot of women can. So from an ego standpoint, it does play a big part of it. And personality-wise, it's really, there's trading for every different personality. That's what's cool. If you like to get in and out quickly, trading, you got scalp trading, which you can do. And if you like to, which means you got your personality, you want to go and trade. Well, that's scalping. You can do that. And there's also someone for that slower, more methodical. You can do that with swing trading and a lot more long-term trading. So it's actually really cool about trading is you have different personality you do have different trading methods for different personalities. So from that standpoint, it's pretty cool. Let me see here. Let me pull this back up and see what else you have. So yeah, so I hope that answered some of your questions, and if it didn't, let me know and I'll explain a little bit more. But yeah, it's women are definitely have a better opportunity, or probably a little better traders than men. So
yeah, that's exactly what I always thought when I thought about Hillary Clinton. I thought she would be just the best.
Oh Lord, here we go. I said that.
I'm kidding. I know you're talking about trading.
All right, market open, obviously, so we're pushing to the downside here, and expected a little bit of that anyway.
You guys heard that the cashier thing that happened?
Which one?
Like somebody took a trade or made money. You guys didn't hear that?
No, talking about that again.
Okay, no, like the noise, the cashier noise.
The cash register. Oh.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Was that you?
No, not me.
I'm hearing that noise.
You guys are hearing that?
I don't know. I'm hearing that. I just heard it like at the open. So I wonder if I have something set up for the open to make that noise. I don't know.
It might be, because if there's no trade. Yeah, yes, 2 days in a row you've heard that. So I don't think so, unless you just. I mean, nobody's taking. At least I'm not in any trades. It might be something on your NinjaTrader you got programmed for the open, that you didn't realize you had. So.
Yeah. So right now, price is bouncing beautiful out of our 610 zone there. That we not trade out of, obviously, but 610. Little hidden zone there.
Yeah. See right there. I didn't put that on the chart, but yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have it either, just because it's already been used.
I don't have any zones right now because everything's been triggered 6 times.
Yeah. Do you have what about one at 630 on your MES? Do you have that?
630?
Yeah, around 630. Ours is 630. It's a hidden zone.
Mine's not hidden, nor is it standard. It's 630, 625, 635. It's all not a zone.
Not bueno. Okay. All right.
Wasn't there supposed to be news around, was it 10 o'clock today too? 10, there's like 3 news coming in.
Yeah. Yeah, we got something at 10:30.
Yeah, you got crude oil inventories at 10:30, but we're not too real worried about that. But we do have, and it's a medium flag, so it's a orange flag, which is medium impact. But the big stuff has already come, and the big stuff's the real big ones at 2 o'clock and 2:30, which is just the FOMC and the Fed rates. So
I got found by NinjaTrader yesterday.
You got a margin call, didn't you?
I got an margin call.
Because you left it in.
$50.
Yeah, they'll do that to you.
Now, can you explain that? What happened?
I left in too many contracts overnight. So it's like some margin infraction.
Okay.
Remember, we said overnight margin for micro is what, 640 a contract or something like that. So if you don't have at least that per how many contracts you have on, they'll kill your position at close and then charge you $50.
How do they do it? Do they just take it out of your account?
Yeah, they'll just take it out of the account. Yeah.
Like is it already just depicted?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, it did take quite a nasty little dive.
Yeah.
Is that you were using the AutoTrader?
No. I was using standard. But what it was is I got busy at work. and I didn't close out the trade, and it was real sideways and slow moving, So by the time I got unbusy at work, I had an email that said I made a margin infraction because I didn't close out my position before like 4:45 or something.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah, because market. I forget market close around that time. Yeah. Okay.
I had like 4 contracts in, and I was trailing, and it was really good. Then it turned really, really bad.
So did you end up making money? Or
No. Yesterday was a loss.
okay.
I was up, but I just noticed when I turned my control center on, it was like realized point loss or whatever. It's like $48.38 or something. So I was like, they must have found me.
Yeah.
Hey, you're welcome, Caroline. No, I haven't actually, but Soto has mentioned that before, that book, and I've never read it.
Oh yeah, the book that I actually did give it to you. I was like, hey friend, I give this to my closest friends, and it means a lot to me. And I had a couple tears in my eye, and you took it like you were gonna read it. Like, hey man, hey, I don't read a lot of books, but this one I will. And like 3 weeks later, I noticed you never even touched it. So
I read like the first chapter of it, and I was like, oh, I'm done.
Yeah, you don't like to read things that are not related to trading, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not a big. Yeah, that's one thing I wish I was. I actually wish I was better at, or had the desire to do, and I just don't have the desire to read a lot of stuff that's not related to certain things. And even though if in a roundabout sort of way it can still relate, and I know that thinking fast and the thing like whatever that book is completely about. Probably you'd even told me that it would be a good book to read, and I just hadn't read it, and I don't plan to be quite honest. And
but
yeah, no.
He's
so no,
I haven't. About that. I think it's a good book because first, and you know me, I don't like to read just any book, but that book is I think it's good to help the individual not to just make a quick decision. When you hear a question, not just to jump and answer it without kind of thinking through the actual question. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, anyways, let's think like that. You already made it.
Anyway.
You do. So
I don't just jump out there with answers just to be able to jump and hear myself talk. I don't do that. I'm not trying to. I've never been one to try to be the guy that knows everything and wants to be known to know as the guy that knows everything. That's just not me. So it's kind of one of those things. I will think, no matter what it is, even from a disciplinary standpoint with my kids, or to just to somebody asking me a business question. I don't take days to think about it, but I'll take a few minutes to think and kind of formulate my thoughts. And if I said this, what's the consequences to that? How does that react? How does this react? What's the situation call for? So I don't know if that's what the book's about, but I tend to do that already. But yeah, I imagine if a lot of people, as a matter of fact, I know a lot more people could definitely use that advice probably from that book, and because too many people want to jump out there too quick and answer and think they know everything. That's just not the
the book also kind of goes into about applying statistics into your answer. Understanding. What is the chances of what is the percentage of people that do this that will apply to this answer? So it's just kind of bringing the math world into your answers.
Cool.
Percentage-wise, what is it like trading? What is the percentage of we win in this trade? Well, if you do this and follow step 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to be a high percentage compared to if it doesn't follow this rule. So it's kind of like that.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
And I think that's what she's bringing it up because I told her about the steps. I've been talking to her about what you taught us, and
cool.
And so she, like everyone else, she goes into and asks a lot of good questions, and we bring up.
Caroline, are you interested in trading, or are you just here for the entertainment value? which is not, which is not. Oh, well, that's nice of her to say that, both. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, that's awesome.
I can hear you say one.
Yeah, that's what I figured. It's all about the soda. He and Mitchell.
Scarlett wants to say hello.
Hey, Scarlett. How are you? You excited?
This is going to be our future trader right here. I'm retiring.
That's it, right there. Absolutely.
Never go to school.
Absolutely. Man, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, it's not college. How about that? Finish high school. That's good.
There you go. Finish high school. That's cool.
That's great. And she plays soccer too, so she's a soccer player.
That's soccer.
Awesome.
Yeah.
She put on a performance. I think she's going to be in theater.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's big on. She's big on acting and dancing right now.
Good.
That's very cool, man. Soda's a pretty good dancer. So you need
Are you,
to
Soda?
gives you some
I actually
lyrics.
do dance, but I'm also. I thought you were going to say this. I'm a great actor on the
He
field.
is a great actor on the field. That's where I was going with that too. So that's good. That's awesome.
Yeah, great.
But I don't know, a soccer game is one thing, but like a dance for soccer, it's a whole other animal.
It is. Yeah. It is. It is.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Does she does any theater or
This summer actually we had her in a theater camp, so she didn't just like stay with a babysitter all the time and be bored. We put her in like equestrian camp, and theater camp, and canoeing and this and that. So she enjoyed it.
Okay.
I loved it. They had a couple little plays. Because they're all older and they're into like that, and we go to their plays at high school and stuff like that, man, she gets all into that. Like, I mean, she's 5 years old, she can sit through a 2.5 hour play and never, just sit there and watch it and just as intent as she did in the first 5 minutes. She loves it.
Wow, I guess. Yeah, that's impressive.
I know, right? Because I'm like twisted in my seat, moving my legs back and forth. Like, when is this over?
Trying to stay alive.
Yeah.
I went to a play or a theater play not too long ago, and I actually do enjoy it. So it's not something I talk about a lot about, but I do enjoy it.
I enjoy a good play, but
Yeah.
I completely agree with that.
Yeah. So.
Got a little sideways marker now.
Yeah.
I got a trade at 39 and a quarter.
39 and a quarter. 39 and a quarter. Okay, you're using the 920 candle?
920, 915, 910. That's the VPOC's all on the same line.
Where's it at there?
It's at 0.5, yeah.
Yeah, I could already tell that's where that was going to be at. Yeah. Go ahead and draw that. That's a pretty good spot there.
But I don't like this. I don't like this current candle, but we're running out of time with it, so I'd like to see how the next one forms. I mean, it may have enough bounce to give me a full point, but I don't like all the rejection that's coming off the bottom of the past 3 candles.
Yeah. And they're getting smaller. Like, is this like? Oh, they're getting bigger actually.
Yeah, they're getting bigger. They're not getting
What
smaller.
is?
The body,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
wicks
sorry.
of the range is, but the bodies are
Yeah.
all small. But
Yeah.
the range of the candles are bigger because of the wicks. And which we expect, man. A lot of sideways stuff going on here because the big move's going to be later on this afternoon, tomorrow, Friday. But,
Okay. I may trade this afternoon also, just because of what you said, BK.
Yeah.
And if something goes wrong, BK, I know you got my back.
Got your back, man. So he said, oh, here, let me read this chat here. It said, he did theater in middle and upper school, also lower school. And he sang a whole new world duet with my sister. Killed it. There you go. Yeah. There you go, Soto. I've heard Soto sing before.
Yeah.
Which song have they compared it to the Songbird of Your Generation?
The what?
That's in a movie. It says, I've been compared to the Songbird of my generation.
Oh, anytime, Caroline. Hey, anytime. More
Yeah.
than welcome.
My
Ask
voice-
anything you want to ask, please. Well, I really
Yeah.
appreciate it. I'm happy you're here. So anything you want to ask.
My voice was never. I had a teacher that lied to me in fourth grade and said I had the voice of an angel.
Oh, man. That's
Very
cruel.
And it was horrible.
I can see you being
I bet he sings
Like
pretty
a-
well.
like an opera type singer, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But,
I heard him
no,
sing
it was
years ago,
horrible.
or try anyway.
Yeah.
Try.
We had fun.
Yeah,
That's fun.
that's good.
Everybody just liked me, so it didn't matter what I did, how bad it was. They just kind of like felt sorry for me, so they like cheer me on. Like, hey, it's okay, buddy. You try.
You did well, man.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
I was one of the few Latinos in the community, so in my school, so they had to kind of cheer for me, or it would have been racist. It's like, you don't. Why you don't like me? You don't like my burrito? Oh, you bad person.
You bad person.
And I just got that point, Gus.
Good job, man.
You got it. Good. I didn't get picked up. I was sitting at 39 and a half. And Tustin didn't pick me up.
I told you to go into the quarter.
Yeah.
Oh, you said a quarter?
Yeah.
Misheard.
He said B-Talk was at 39 and a half, so yeah, quarters.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good spot to overlap with the previous song that we had.
Yeah.
Dude, when it's more than two BPOCs sitting on the same line, it's like I'm going most of the time, no matter what the price action looks like, because it stops there typically. When they all start lining up like that, it's like, there we go. There's the 90%er.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad you see that. That's good.
Yeah.
But then the six other 30%ers I take for the rest of the day.
We probably need to work on that part then.
I'm kidding. But for real.
I'm kidding about for that.
No, I've come a long way. You go through times where you make dumb trades for a while, and then you get a little.
I haven't hit that time yet, but I'm sure it happened.
You're so nervous about going live. I feel like you're there. You're just not telling anybody.
Yeah. Oh, wait, me? Being nervous? Yeah.
I've had days of losing.
Yeah. I was just kidding.
No, I know.
I saw a little. I was watching a little. What's it called? The Office yesterday. I haven't watched it in a while. Classic.
Dude, I tried to get into that, and I watched an entire season, a whole second season. So I watched the first season like 3 years ago, and I recently watched the second season, and I personally cannot do it. Can't do it.
Really?
It doesn't.
How?
I think it's funny and comical, but I don't miss watching it. Like, it's not one of those shows that makes me want to get in there and watch 2 or 3 more episodes. Like, I could care less if I see it again. Which is weird. I mean, I think it's funny, but it just doesn't hook me. I don't know what it is. But a lot of times that like dumb humor doesn't always do it for me.
Right. Yeah.
Because I'm pretty much like that in real life. So, I mean, like, that's where I work. Is the truth, like team host. I don't know what you want to say. Non-politically correct company that you've ever been before. The owners are a lot like Steve Carell.
Let's see if that's real life. That'll be horrible and frustrating.
Well, I'm really not kidding. We're not far off from that. Where it's like, do you not realize that's harassment? That's like harassment right there.
That's funny. All right, I posted all my trades finally there. BK on other three
All right.
with explanations and all that.
Explanations, huh? Good job. Take a look.
Scarlett doesn't have to wear her uniform today, so she's all dressed up for school. She's excited.
Yeah.
Nice.
Her Catholic jumper is in the closet.
Okay.
Catholic jumper.
BK, you're gonna make an well. I gotta be careful how I say this. If you make it to be a great grandfather, you're gonna be a great grandfather. No, not great grandfather. Yes, great. Great, like amazing.
She's going to be a good grandfather.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
you could be a good grandfather.
If I
Again,
make it
don't
that
want to
far.
live here.
God.
Just saying him this morning.
Oh, man.
But I can see you will be just you'll be great.
Well, I appreciate it. That better be a ways off, I can tell you that. Ain't that old
Yeah.
man. That better be a ways off.
Right, you still gotta wait. Oh.
She asked me the other day when she sees my dad, what should she call him? And I told her to call him Big Daddy. So she's all about it on this. She's going to call him.
Who said that?
Scarlett's going to call him Big Daddy?
Yeah, Big
That's
Daddy.
awesome.
It's going to be great that he's like 5'1".
Yeah, but he's going to love that.
Oh my God, that's funny. That's good. Please do that.
Did you? Well, you know your picture. Have you shown him what the picture you need to show him is the really good picture.
So when Madeline and I started dating, she I guess
His mom
saw
bought
that
the
picture,
picture.
and she was like, "Duplex and tits."
Well, yeah, when I first saw that picture of him, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this dude is
I promise y'all that
he's
is
an enforcer from the mob, man."
of my father. But when I saw that picture myself, I was like, "Whoa, it's been 3 days and he's already changed." The man's hard.
Yeah, he was hard as right. I mean, he was. Man, that dude was like scary.
Are you talking about his school year picture?
Yeah, his
Yeah.
school year picture. Yeah. Oh,
Man,
it was so.
that was a classic.
Yeah.
He was not in a good spot for about a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took him a while to get used to that.
Oh, that was funny. Yeah. BK lost it when he saw that picture.
I did, dude. I
I
did.
didn't even tell my mom for like a year or so because I didn't want her to see that. Because I was like, I don't think you can see that. Then she finally found it or something and was like, oh my gosh. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty intense.
Yeah, he looks great now, though.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I went visiting where he moved to, and I was like, ooh. Where's the rest of you?
Yeah.
And now he's like, oh, like, you need to do a little more exercising and this and that. Like, you can't be good health. I'm like, yeah.
Your dad is fun because he can eat sweet like crazy.
That's all he ever ate. It's disgusting. The man can just live off sugar.
Yeah. I don't know how.
Cool.
Yeah.
I can't do that, obviously.
No, if I eat a little bit, I get sick. Like, I'm not a sweet eater.
That's me. Yep.
Yeah, I can kill ice cream, but that's about it.
Go
Yeah, I can eat.
Yep.
I can eat some ice cream now.
And I got a little 5-year-old that can hang with him, I promise.
Oh yeah.
She
With Dad?
some sweet Scarlet, man. She loves sweets like Dad does.
Oh, your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your dad. Like we'll be hanging out, and I'll be like, hey man, I'm gonna go inside the office real quick and do a little work. I'll be right back. Come back like 2 seconds later. Like everything's gone. I'm like, you ate everything. He's like, yeah.
He was notorious growing up about like eating. So like if you bought cereal, it didn't matter if you bought 6 boxes of cereal. He would eat all the cereal dry. He would just get the box with a spoon, sit down on TV, and eat the entire box. Except he would leave enough to maybe cover the bottom of a bowl if you were to pour it in there. It was so frustrating. My mom would get so mad at it. Like, quit eating all the kids' cereal. $5 boxes of cereal. They don't have any left.
That's good. Yeah. Your dad couldn't understand that I couldn't finish an ice cream. He was like, why can you finish a pint of ice cream? I can't do it. I was like, I've tried, I can't do it. He's like, you can do it. I'm like,
told me that.
yeah, I can't do it.
I think he thought that I was his son because I do not like ice cream. Like, truthfully, I don't care for it. So, it makes my stomach hurt. I don't know what it is. It's just something about really cold things. I don't like ice cream, smoothies, milkshakes, pretty much anything that people like. Watermelon, like in the summer, everyone's like, oh my gosh, let's go get a watermelon. I love it.
You might need to get tested for celiac disease.
I would rather eat Brussels sprouts than watermelon, let's put it that way.
I love watermelon, man.
I know, like everyone does. They think you're a weirdo, like especially when you're a kid. You're at a pool party and like the mom's like, I got y'all a watermelon. And I'm like, oh gosh, another watermelon. So yeah, my dad, he loves all that kind of stuff. I mean, ice cream, watermelon, candy, popsicles.
BK heard about you being a surfer. Oh, thanks, Caroline. Yeah, maybe back in the day.
The guy's an animal, I'll say that.
Did y'all see where the Yankees just signed that guy? I think he was at the Astros. 9-year, $324 million contract.
When did that happen? Yesterday?
Yes,
a couple days ago.
Yeah. I don't know who he is. I can't remember his name. Saw it this morning.
Yeah. No, I didn't see that. That's one thing. Ever since it's kind of weird because, I mean, my whole life I was in sports, man, and played everything, traveled all over the world playing, you know, and then as I got out of college and a little bit of after college playing, it's just kind of, once I left, man, I just kind of dropped the whole thing. I keep up with it every once in a while, but I'm not into it like I used to. Like, I'd have known that immediately, you know, who that was and that kind of deal and what was going on when I was in the middle of it. But now it's like I'm 3 or 4 days behind because I see it on ESPN or something, but I'm not in it anymore. Like, I mean, I love going to games still. I do that, you know, but I don't follow it like I used to. And it's kind of, once I stopped playing it and that was no longer my career, you know, I love the sport still and coach it and my kids are in it and all that, but I don't follow it as much as I used to. It's kind of funny how that's happened.
Garrett Cole. I don't even know who he is.
Who?
Garrett Cole.
Garrett Cole. Yeah, I'm not even
Yeah,
sure.
he's with the Astros. Well, yeah, he agreed to a record-breaking 9-year, $324 million contract.
Agreed to it, yeah. He'd be
How
nice.
much is guaranteed?
Doesn't say.
I bet at least half of it.
Half.
At least
There was
half
a
to not
Yankees
60
a couple years
60%
ago.
of it.
There was a relief pitcher the Yankees signed a couple years ago, and the guy broke it down to where if he pitched like typical relief pitcher, that he was going to make around $70-something thousand a pitch.
Yeah.
It's insane. It was like $110,000 an hour gameplay. Like, it was nuts.
Yeah,
Like,
I've
they
seen that statistic.
broke it down.
Hey guys, we might have a trade coming up here. It's bounced off really good of our 1 hour candle and our 5 minute candle here, zone. But if it goes up a little north around the 42 area, we might have a trade here. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Paul. Yeah, hope you're doing well, man. Let me see. Where are you getting that trade from? Tell me that.
Okay.
I don't have this on 42, I don't think.
I got the hourly zone from 41 yesterday still, but I don't know where you're getting the trade up. It could be right.
Oh, my 1 hour candle, I got the 1 hour is from 40.75 to 43.5, and then the 5 minutes. Give me a second here.
I see it.
You found it?
15 and 15.25 from a couple days ago.
Yeah, I probably have to go look for it.
The candle. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
probably.
it's at the top of it right now, the top of that zone right now. If that's the one you're talking about.
No, if it's at the top, so there's two. There's two in that 1 hour candle. That top right there, which, we already traded out of, and then there's one right above it, there's a candle. There's a zone there.
Yeah, started at 40. Yeah, I got that zone from yesterday. It's right there. It's just now entered into that zone from yesterday.
Correct. Yeah, there it is.
Hold on.
Did you found?
Yeah, I found it from yesterday. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to find it. It's just
I'll be
so
right back.
hard. All right. I'm gonna have some coffee. Yeah, keep the water up and get the coffee. Yeah. I'll be right back, all right?
Mhm.
I'm back. Got kids getting up,
All
getting ready
right.
for school, or depressed because it's not canceled.
Yeah. Scarlett got up was like, I want to see the ground and see if it's too dangerous to drive to school.
No.
It was not dangerous when it was snowing
No,
yesterday.
I still get a kick out of that, man. In Colorado, growing up there, and just people just freak out, man.
Yeah.
All the milk and bread gets taken.
Well, like I don't understand how they don't understand like simple physics, like temperature.
Yeah,
Okay, so
it's
it
not
was
like
60 degrees yesterday, or 2 days ago. Our ground is 60 degrees.
you're right. It won't even. Yeah, it melts as soon as it
No way
hits.
it's gonna freeze. If it did this for 3 days, yeah, then we have a problem.
People are funny, man.
Yeah, I was driving home yesterday. Every Dollar General was just like wall to wall with people. I was like, y'all get that bread.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be right back. I need to go make
Okay,
sure all the
no
kids
problem.
up. Let me go run around here to all the rooms and make sure everybody's up. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. Made it back. I have a long at 40.25.
Okay.
Going off at 9:55.
got you.
But I'll watch it. Seems like it always goes through the first good zone whenever it's close like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it'll go-
it can definitely react pretty fast through some of that. Pushing through it. I think that's a good area, though. I think that's a good spot.
How often do y'all get out to Colorado now?
Oh man, not very often. My wife doesn't go at all, hardly, but not as often as I'd like. Now that my kids are a little bit older, or well, not even older, I guess. They're all in high. Two of them are in high school now, and
You got one graduate this year, don't you?
yeah, she's 17. She's a senior this year. Then I got a 14 and a 9. But I want to start taking them skiing every couple times a year out there, and
Yeah, that's what it is.
now that they're old enough, my youngest is old enough that I can take them out there, snowboard and all that, because they show an interest in that. So
I tell you what we did, man. Last year we went out there, but we went to like more of the local mountains, like the low key, like not huge resorts. And it was a blast because you didn't wait. You didn't wait at all for the lifts or anything like that.
yeah,
So it was fun.
yeah. See, my wife doesn't ski. My wife doesn't do any, yeah, my wife doesn't ski or do anything. She doesn't want to even do that. I took her snowboarding one time, and when she went out there, and she fell too much, and she said she had enough of it, and so we go to ski towns, and she'll just definitely do a lot more shopping and that kind of stuff in the cabin, and then cook and all that kind of stuff. So we that's what she would be into. But my boys are old enough. My daughter, she would try, but she's not much into it. But the boys are wanting to do it, so that's probably where I will start going.
Well, Madeline had never skied, and I hadn't skied in a couple of years, so we took lessons. I, got us some ski lessons or whatever.
Yeah.
But we had gone by and partaken in some of the local delicacies, if you know what I mean.
Uh-huh.
And so when we showed up for said skiing lessons, we were in no shape or form to pay attention. It took the guy about an hour to call us out, and then he was like, "Y'all didn't go by so and so, did you?" We were like, "Yeah, how'd you know?" You weren't listening at all.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
I never fell though. She was like, "I don't know how you did that." Like we skied all weekend, and my rear end never hit the
That's
ground.
good. Yeah, that's good.
I was like, it's because I had to be at work on Monday, and I knew I could fall. No, I love it. I mean, I truly do. It's been my whole life since I think the first time we went out there, I was in the 3rd grade,
Uh-huh.
and it's just been like my dream place ever since.
Yeah, me and my little brother we had season passes, to the, and we had a place, a little cabin up there, and we would go just about every weekend after I got done playing football, or whatever. We would go the next morning and go up for a couple days, and I skied 3 times my whole life, and that was when I first started, and then I got on snowboard after my 3rd time skiing, and that's all I've ever done. The rest of my life.
See, I've never snowboarded.
Oh yeah, man, I love snowboard. That's all I do. I don't get on skis anymore. I snowboard.
Yeah, I'd love to go and try. My thing is when I go out there, I have like say 3 days, 4 days,
Right.
and I know how to ski.
Sure.
So I'm like, yeah, I'll just ski because I can, go on the bigger slopes and go faster and have fun. But if I had time or lived out there or something, hands down, I mean, because growing up, see, we water skied and wakeboarded and all of that, so I'm not some kind of weirdo. Like I'm really good at things, but I can typically ride things that you need to stand up on and slide around.
Well, if you wakeboard, you can snowboard. I mean,
Right.
It's just all about your edges, That's all it is. It's about your edges.
Stuff
Using your edges the right way, and you can snowboard, man. So people that grew up on skateboards or water wakeboarding or whatever, man, it's the same thing. But yeah, dude, I mean, you should, when you go back out, you should, even though you're going to be there for 3 days, you should just rent a board and just maybe an hour or 2 out of the day, or an hour out of the day out of your ski day, just snowboard, get used to it, because if you've done that, if you're really good at wakeboarding and all that kind of stuff, you'll be fine. You'll pick up snowboarding pretty quick.
I hope so. And also, I think the bindings would be a lot more comfortable than the ski bindings. My word, those things are terrible.
Well, now, yeah, I mean, you just clip in. Your boots, you just clip in on a
Right.
board. You're in your boots, man. You're not even in bindings anymore, hardly. You know what I mean? So it's so nice, man. Yeah. I was never a fan of the skiing bindings and the boots, but they've come a long way. But yeah, you should do it, man. I think you'd love it.
I need to. Once I get this trade thing going, I'll have not a lot of free time, but more free time, hopefully.
Yeah, sure.
I got a lot of things I want to check off.
Yeah. I'll give you that opportunity. Okay, I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm back here.
Getting them all out the door.
No, man, they're just getting up going. It might be I might be gone here for a little while here, or having to keep cutting in and out and getting everybody going. No, my kids don't
I
like
don't know how your crew is, but Scarlett during the week, obviously, I mean, it's like waking up somebody in a small coma.
it. Yeah.
And but on the weekends, feet hit the floor 5:45. She's ready to roll. I mean, there is no sleeping in on Saturday and Sunday. I don't know how her biological clock knows that it's the weekend, but she's 100% ready. But no, during the week, it's terrible. I'm the one that gets in trouble on the weekends because it's like Scarlett was up at 5:45 and you didn't get up till 6:30. It's Saturday morning. The rest of the world is asleep.
No, that's one thing my kids can do, buddy. They can sleep, and if they don't have to get up, they are not getting up, and they sleep like it's their job, man.
That's great.
I'm not that way. I mean, I'm sleeping in at 7 o'clock. If I'm sleeping in 7:15, but
Yeah, that's kind of us. We're pretty early risers. Madeline's extremely early risers.
yeah, 5:45. That seems a little early.
Yeah, no, Maddie gets up. My wife probably at 4:30, between 4:30 and 5 every morning. It's terrible. It's still like it's running out the door as if she woke up at 7:15.
Wow.
What do you do in the mornings?
Yeah. That's funny. Are you looking at a trade here to the long
I
side
still am, but I don't love this candle.
All right, guys, I'm back.
Oh gosh, we
All
thought
right.
we lost you, man. Did you run to the store?
Yeah. No, I had to make coffee, bro.
Some serious coffee making you got going.
It is, bro. I'll YouTube the experience at another time.
All you gotta do with Mr. Coffee is just turn him on.
I can't do it. I can't. I did that already, and I had to go back to my old ways. Coffee was a gift from God. No point to waste it. That's all I gotta say.
There you go.
So, you guys trade out of that area there?
What's that? I'm sorry.
Did you guys take a trade?
Okay. No, I have not taken a trade out of
Okay.
that.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yes, sir.
Right. I got the bananas ready.
There you go.
That might be cookies, apples in the morning, apparently.
All loud food, you're on loud food restriction. The chewing needs to be below 15 decibels.
That's good. I like that. Yeah. All right. I posted my
That's
trade.
what you do in your off times. You just test different foods to what is and what is not acceptable to eat.
That's funny. I would do that. I got it now. Well, banana's pretty good, I think.
Oh, you're not going to get much better than a banana. That's one of the foods.
Or I could also do, this actually would be better, just a protein shake.
You could, or you could just buy some baby food. That would be okay too. That way you can have anything you want.
Not a fan of baby food.
No, nasty.
Not a fan. Not a fan. Alright.
I've never really had baby food myself.
BK.
What's that?
Sorry. BK, I posted a fourth point there posted on the Discord.
The fourth point? Okay.
Yes, out of that area there.
Yeah. Good job. Yeah, the fourth trade of the
Yeah.
day. 4 for 4 today. Good job, man. 4 points.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
That
I'll
was probably
post
for
some
quite
Discord.
nothing.
Yeah. I better put the link in. I haven't put the link in yet. So let me put the link in the Discord so somebody wants, if they want to see that, they can. And if somebody else wants to post, you can. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the Discord link, guys. If you want to post or join the Discord channel, you can do that. It's free to do that. You can post your own charts in there like Soto's doing, and we can talk about them. So if you have an interest in doing that, then definitely do that. So it looks like you guys are echoing. I just got a text from the brother-in-law saying that you guys are echoing.
Is it really bad?
Is it a real bad echo?
Because
John?
we do have some echo. We're gonna have some echo, but I was hoping that with the steps I took, it reduced the echo. Let's ask Paul, because I know he's always usually listening. He knows the history a little better. Paul,
By steps Soto's taking, he means that he has a full headset now.
What do you have to be a jerk about?
Is that true or is that not true?
Well, that is correct. I also did research.
Did you get one of those gaming chairs too to sit in? It's got the speakers by your ears, you know? It's like a full immersion.
I need to do that.
No, I wish I had a headset. I had a buddy of mine that was going to give me one, but I wonder if I could get an adapter for my headset flying. I bet I could.
Yeah.
And
Or
plug
you
it.
can just buy one that costs $10 like
Yeah,
I
just buy a
did.
headset, man. They ain't that expensive.
Y'all realize Christmas is in a couple of weeks. Santa Claus is.
Tell Santa you want a headset. Then tell Santa.
Santa's running low.
I almost bought you one because they're on sale for $10. They're originally $50, and I bought one for $10. And I was going to buy you one, but then I said I'm going to have to mail it to him, and I hate to mail things.
Yeah, you could have just held it over my head and made me come down there and see your humble abode.
Right. Yeah, that also didn't work. That's funny.
Yeah, we need to try to get that echo fixed somehow. I still don't know how to do it. I'm sure it's got
I'll
something.
just have to say it could be that, but I'll buy it.
I think it's got something to do with the
That's-
AI settings, to be honest.
According to Paul, which is why I purchased invested in the headset, he read that, or listened to YouTube people, he says that anytime we do a third party like we're doing, like with, so you're the host, BK, so you're okay. But the other people, we need to have headsets because apparently it's the echo from the speakers from where we are. So when Mitchell was the host, he had no echo, but like I always do because I've never hosted, so it's going to be the host. It's okay, everybody else needs headsets.
Gotcha. Okay.
And we're still going to have some feedback. It shouldn't be that much. Paul said that I sounded a lot better.
All right.
So.
Hey, I'll be right back. I can get kids going. I'll be back.
Okay. Mitchell, are you taking the trade out of here yet?
No, I got one at 40 and a quarter.
Okay. The one earlier?
No. I saw where you took it. That was a good spot, but I was just too late.
Yeah, you took one before that, right? Where you said, where you called it out and I missed it, because I went, I think, at 0.5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's the only one you got so far?
Yeah, that's the one I've got so far.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Good. Dude, 4 for 4. That's been a while. Well, yesterday I went after the morning, Ocho por Ocho. A little straight here. Let's keep it going. Yeah, that's not good about the 5. That's not bueno.
No, man, I figure I'm having to go through all this to just get it all out of the way.
Right. Well, that's a good way to look at it. That's the same positive scenario. Sure. Alright, I took a trade out of this area here. Let's see if it goes up here at 39. To go long. And I'm only doing a quarter for my contracts. Yeah, a quarter. It's not bad. 4. Volume looks good. Cross section looks really good. Let's see what we get. Picks up to go long. So do you have to drive her to school?
No, my wife actually just bolted out of the door with her, so that was good.
Oh, good. Okay. We do have news at 10:30, but he said he wasn't too worried about that. Is that right?
That's what he said.
Yeah. I need to figure out when to wear it, when not to wear it. That's my news. You drink coffee?
No.
Oh. Okay. You don't like it?
I just have never gotten addicted to it. I'll drink a cup every now and then. I drank a cup last night, but in a month's time, I have 3 cups of coffee.
Yeah.
I drink all sweet tea.
Okay. You know, I like sweet tea. Unfortunately, it's just so bad that I can't drink it. I want to, but it's so bad for me.
What, just all the sugar?
Yeah, just all the sugar. Because I like it if I drink it. Well, I like iced tea, but here in the South, you gotta drink a lot of sweet tea. And once I tasted it, it's hard to not drink sweet tea.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know how it was made. And this lady made it one day, and she put like a whole 10-pound bag of sugar in it. I'm like, yeah, that's why it's so good.
I think it's a cup and a half of sugar per gallon is what typically they do.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Pretty sad.
The BK said, who was listening? His cousin?
He said his brother-in-law.
Oh, brother-in-law. Okay, cool. All right, yeah, his name must have been John. Hey, John, I don't know if you're listening. Welcome. Glad you're with us. Sorry for the echo. We've been trying to work on it. I gotta get some stuff together for your dad. Get him some charts. Do you go to well, I don't know if they have it in Huntsville, Alabama Outdoors? I know that's in Birmingham around.
Yeah.
Okay, Urban Outfitters. Okay. Yeah. They just got one down here in Montgomery. Checked it out the other day.
How was it?
It's okay. It's hard to go there when you can go online and get everything. It's like, yeah, big difference. It's okay. Okay, John, yeah. Yeah, when you have access to everything online, and then you go to a store that has like limited options or limited sizes, and it's difficult.
See, I mean, that's the problem with me. So, like, I'm 6 foot tall, 185 pounds with a size 11 shoe. I'm like quintessential American. They never have my size. Everything's always sold out at my size, you know?
Right, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty much the same size as you, but except for how you being vertical, just hurt yourself like sideways, and that's me. My problem is even before I gain weight, I have like shorter arms, so I have to almost get everything custom made.
Like a T-Rex.
Okay, not okay. See, here we go. A slightly shorter length of arms, not like
Not full Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Thank you. Yeah. No, it's just I've always had wide shoulders, and so usually you need a bigger shirt, which comes with a longer length dress shirt. So yeah, sleeve. And so I'm about a 32, 32 and a half, 33 on the
Really?
Yeah.
You have short arms because I'm a 36.
Yeah. I told you I have short arms, but I'm also 5'5".
And I have a 17 and a quarter inch neck.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I use too, 17 and a half. So now I'm 17 and a half. I used to be 15 and a half, but that's a little bit of a while ago. Let's see here.
I'm still in this trade.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to do. I just thought about that. I need to manage this because I'm still in the trade and it's not giving it to us. It came close, but no money. Let me see. Your volume is so low though. Look at volume. The volume's low. Price action looks good. I may lock this into one tick of profit. If it goes up give me one more tick. I'm going to talk about this in here. This scenario here. This is so hard to do. You're admitting defeat in a way.
Mm-hmm. I'm still thinking this is the term. This is the pivot candle.
Okay.
Maybe wrong. Do you eat Eggo waffles, little toaster waffles?
I've had them before, but I don't eat them or enjoy them that much.
Oh, really? Man, we kill them here. That's like Scarlett's guilty pleasure.
Really? Oh, that's good. You like them?
I don't know why. Maybe it's just I grew up on them.
Yeah.
Ooh, no, I don't like that.
Yeah. It's building that rejection here. There we go. One tick away here. This might be maybe just good. Maybe we'll come back up.
This is when the news is, you know.
Oh, it's the news? Oh my gosh, it's 9:30. There we
This
go.
news
Yeah.
can't-
He did say to not worry about it.
I didn't hear that.
He said, I would trade everything I had. He did say not to worry. There we go. There it is. His volume is so low, price action looks good. It's not giving it to us. Yeah, I'm gonna have to lock in and take a profit here to be safe. Volume still looks good. Or it's like it has like a flash.
Take this out on one, two.
They're off and running, so I'm back.
No bueno.
No boy.
I'm out of that trade. Yep, just lost the trade. Did you say we can trade during the news time? And I traded and I lost.
I mean, I say that out loud. What are you doing, man?
Well, no, to be fair,
Oil. It's crude oil.
I wasn't.
Not a big deal.
Yeah. To be fair, I wasn't the trade before the news. It just took an hour to get to the news.
Got ya. Yep.
Let me post that here. Image. There's chart image. Now watch the turn here. Go north. Classic. Yeah.
You trading with one contract or with full contracts?
No, just a very small amount.
Okay.
So small that I didn't even notice I lost.
Yeah, all right. All right.
Score it. I think I tried to go long, but lost. First.
Yeah, I don't imagine it's going to get out of this sideways action until after the 3 o'clock today. Because of that Fed rate, so the Fed announcement, I think that's when all the fun starts. They probably start about 2 o'clock actually, from 2 to 2:30, and then at 2:30 to 3 o'clock they're going to produce the meeting notes, so. Like
Can you call me and remind me?
No, I cannot. You're a big boy. Big boy.
Let me take a nap.
You might be. Well, it's probably better you miss it anyway and just wait for it tomorrow, because Thursday and Friday is when the trading's going to start happening.
Oh, really? Okay. Oh, so don't do the long trade today, like let it fly kind of scenario?
Yeah, I mean, if you want.
What do you think what do you think I do for a living, bro? What do you think that I wake up every morning to do? That's what I do.
I don't know. What do you do?
I don't know.
Yeah. No, I think if they hike the rate up, it's just going to be a basis point one way or the other, quarter of basis point. So it's not a. But if they go up, I think I would just buy one contract, a short one contract of the ES, and just let it go for the next couple days, because I think that's what's going to happen if they end up increasing. I think it's going to drop 75 to 100 points over the next couple days.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if the VIX, watch the VIX. The VIX goes up, then that's when the market will drop. The VIX index. So you gotta watch that.
Are you gonna watch it?
Not for you, but I'm gonna watch it.
Okay. Just send me a text. Like, hey, everything looks good, man. I would put a trade in, and that way I can turn everything on.
I'm not even gonna be around it, man. No, I'll be around it watching for fun of it. But it might not do anything. That's the other side of it. I mean, if they keep it the same, then it's going to be trading as normal. But if they lower it, I think your bank stocks and all that will dive a little bit. But if they raise it, your bank stocks will go up because they can charge more interest now on loans. So and mortgage rates, everything, mortgage companies, everything like that will go up if they raise rates, and everything else will kind of fall down a little bit. But we'll see. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But I don't expect any big moves. I think we'll be in this range right here that we have for a while. So
Right.
To the afternoon time frame anyway. I think we'll stay in the sideways range.
I noticed you removed the 745 trade area, right?
The 745. What did I? Yeah, I removed that. Yeah, just because all these three wicks right here were blowing it up.
Yep.
It still might show some respect out of it, but I removed them. Just not confuse everybody.
Yep. Even though if they do come back and respect it, it'll be guessing because they did it before, so a little higher.
Exactly, a little higher
risk. Of waiting.
I'd rather wait till the extremes at this point and stay out of the middle and get chopped out. Because we have a 1 point stop, so we can get chopped out real quick on that in sideways market. So if I'm going to trade a sideways market, it's going to be at the extremes. So I'll wait for the extremes of the sideways market to be approached, and then watch price action at that point and trade out of those if I'm going to trade.
So you mean like the highs and the lows?
Yeah, the highs and lows.
Yeah. So the cool thing is, if you look at the screen or your screen, it hit right at the 1 hour mark, and it made that nice little turn there. So
yeah, exactly.
I got that point there, but unfortunately I lost here at the middle here. I posted that on the Discord. And it stood there for a while. That's when you were gone. It went up, gave us some good stuff, but we just went against us here. To move.
So Soto, do you got Caroline all set up with NinjaTrader and all that loaded and downloaded? And is she at that point yet? Or just kind of watching?
Yeah, I think she's just kind of watching. I think she did download it, and she's maybe doing a demo.
Yeah.
But she's just kind of watching it. She doesn't want to interfere with her other career of.
She's got one of those. She's got one of those fun careers where it
just,
never goes.
That's right.
Nice.
I think she just, she was interested. She was like, oh, that's cool, but she doesn't check it out. I think it's time doing it.
Yeah, cool.
Really smart, so she could do. She can definitely do it. It's actually. Her when I was at Sanford, her sister went to Vanderbilt, and I was at Vanderbilt walking one Friday night by the Sigma Chi fraternity house, and her sister was there, and I just ran into her, and we went and got to party together that night. It was kind of cool running into people, you didn't expect to.
Yeah. Yeah, because Vandy's right in downtown there, and it's kind of in Nashville.
Yeah. Yeah, we were walking right down a fraternity. Well, all the fraternities were. I like Vanderbilt a lot.
Yeah.
It was a good little spot there. I don't know why you down in the South, you guys don't have a lot of bagel places to eat bagels.
Yeah, they
Like
don't
what's?
have 'em, yeah,
Are you saying bagel or bagel?
It's called bagel. It's how we pronounce it in Costa Rica.
well, we can pronounce it bagels in the United States.
Bagels. Okay, well,
Hold that long A for me.
bagel.
Yeah. But yeah, we have one in Huntsville that's pretty good. I don't know how to pronounce the name of it. It starts with a B. It's like BR something and others.
Oh yeah. I used to. Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's good. Gosh, what's it called? I remember now. There's one on
Yeah, down Jones Valley.
Jones Valley. Yeah,
Hughes
by
Road.
Park-
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that place.
Yeah. I am the worst for remembering streets. Let's see. Jones Valley.
It's like Carl's T. Jones Drive or something.
Yeah. It runs into Airport Road. It converts to Airport Road, yeah.
You know that's the largest urban working farm in the South?
Did not know that. Did not know that.
They are sitting on a pretty penny.
Yeah.
I would say probably $20-30 million worth of land sitting right there.
Yeah, they gave that church on the corner, that Christ Church, they gave that property.
Yeah, they just gave it to him, I think. 99-year lease for $1.
Yeah, and then I think they also gave some of the property across the street to the Presbyterian Church, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's the
shorting right
beautiful
there.
piece.
Y'all shorting here at 40? Anybody?
No.
40? 40? Oh, you're using, okay, I see where you're doing. Okay, classic 40. If I did, it would have to be all the way up to 41. But I'm not. Looks good. You did it?
No, I didn't get in it, but I think it's got good rejection there. Like I said, I'm not going to trade out of the middle. I'm going to wait to the extremes, but that's going to be a good area to short out of. I think.
Yeah, okay, you're using the doji there. I see.
Yeah, well, I'm using the doji plus the previous candles to the side of it.
That should be a strong area because you got 3 zones overlapping there.
Yeah.
Right there, exactly at 40 when you said.
2 VPOCs lined up at 40 even too. On the NES, not on the micro, or not on the mini. I haven't been able to play varsity in a while.
Oh, gosh.
Coach benched me.
You been benched.
Yeah. They said you finish it once you got the voting. Hey man, go to the JV guys and hang out with them for a while. No, it's all good.
It was a good call, BK.
Yeah, it was a good call there.
Coffee.
I was not gonna trade it, but it's a good spot. I just didn't.
Oh, did y'all see the
it
update window Ninja Trader?
Say what?
Did Ninja Trader send you a message that said you need to update it?
Yeah, but that's not for us. That's for
So if you have TD
something.
Ameritrade stuff, it's
Yeah, that's not us.
if you're using it in conjunction with TD Ameritrade accounts and things like that, because you can use the NinjaTrader with that, then you have to do an update um, to run with the platform. But that's all it was.
Mm. Is it pronounced Brugers?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna try that one.
Okay. I think that's
What's it called, Soto?
It's Brueggers.
Burgers.
Bruegers? I don't know. Because it sounds like booger.
I stay away from that one.
Go ahead, man. Let me hear your.
See, mine's gonna be wrong regardless.
I know it.
Even if I hit that right, that's
speech
wrong.
disability. See, that's the one you could use your excuse for that, for your disability. You
Yeah.
But I do like a bagel, but they're not very good for you.
I like cinnamon bagels from.
You would.
I like to see. Yeah, man, cinnamon bagels from Panera Bread, man. Those are good.
Panera Bread.
They're fire.
I took my mom to Panera Bread this past weekend or whatever, like a couple weeks ago, whenever that was. And she was like, Panera Bread, what is this place? And I'm like, oh, it's good. It's good. Let's go in there. We go in there, and of course, I'm getting they got a good breakfast sandwich. I get one. You're eating bread for breakfast? Well, yeah, that's we are in Panera Bread, so we do need to eat some bread. So you can't just get the eggs. I'm like, nah, let's get something else here. So she gets something. She hated it. She was like, this is the worst place ever. I'm like, well, it's not New York, but it's good. So just take it easy. But yeah, she did not like it. I have to apologize to the lady. I'm so sorry. But I like it. I like Panera Bread.
I like recommending places to people to eat because people I work with, I'd be like, or they'd be, oh, we're going to Hustle this weekend. Oh, y'all got to eat here. It's so good. And then they'd come back on Monday like, that was awful, Mitchell. The worst food I've ever eaten. The worst service. I'm like, oh. It was not fried catfish. I will give you that.
I give you that.
But you're going to have to let your palate be a little more sophisticated.
Yeah. When you and I first met, BK, when Mitch and I first met, we started talking about the local food in the local area up there in Huntsville, and we had a lot of good connections there. That's when we knew that this relationship was going to last.
I go to the sketchy places, man. I'm not scared to walk up in somewhere that you may or may not come out alive. If it's good food, I'm good with it.
Yes, literally. There's one of the places we go to is the taco. We call it taco trucks, and there's a bus and on Governors, but down the road, closer to Drake's, there's the literally like a road truck, and there's like three tables outside next to like the hood. And
dude, when you say that, like where you're talking about on Drake, I can throw a baseball and knock the front window of that place out from my
house. Okay, so
now you know where I live. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I knock the windows out of that place with a baseball.
Wow. Okay. Well, it's changed. I'm sure it's a better place now.
No, it's not. It's thick, bro.
No. Well, I pulled up and I was just back in the day when I had a good car, and I'm driving up, and I read all the reviews. I do intense research on this. I call people. Before I go, I'm gonna do my homework. I go in there, and it's really tough, but I'm going there for the food. I get out, people are walking by with like their pajamas out of their apartments. Like looking at me a little stuff. I'm trying to order the tacos, and I eat them there. It's like that's part of the experience. And so I'm eating there, and then this lady sits down with me, and she's like waiting for somebody. I'm like, oh, you waiting for your order? Because she sat on my table. And,
she was probably a hooker.
Yeah, well, she was waiting for a drug deal. She was picked it up. She's like, no, I'm waiting for this guy. And this guy comes up. She gets gives him money, and she gets something out of the car.
Mhm.
And that's when I knew that this was a drug deal going on.
That's ice that she got out of the
Or
car.
okay, yeah. Which is drug, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So they sling around these parts. So my house was burnt when I got it. Like they tried to kill somebody in it, so they burned it. And then I met one of the locals, and he was like, "Oh, you know, you have the old cat house." And I was like, "Dude, what?" I thought he was talking about actual felines. And then he explained to me, since it was burnt, that it was just vacant for like 3 years, and all the hookers would. This was the dojo, the old Thunderdome, if you. So to speak. So it's only fitting that I live here, you know.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Okay, yeah, so I know exactly where you live. I'll have to go say hi to you. Come in town.
Yeah, it's awful though because like there's always people blowing their horns and you know it's loud around here and there's also a good bit of the you know working women walking around and I have been pulling into my house as people blow their horns and these workers they believe that I am soliciting them for their services so they will walk up in my yard and be like, "Hey honey, how are you?" And it's like, "Look, it wasn't me. I did not need anything today. Thank you, though, for your eager."
Have you volunteered? No, this is a joke, but I'm not going to say it because it could come out wrong. But do you remember, what's it called, the movie? I think it's called, Will Ferrell is in it with Mark. They're both cops.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And when he was in college, he
the good guys,
really,
the other guys.
Yeah. And in college, he was like friends with this girl, a real pretty girl. And he was like, she was like, "Hey, I have this business. Can you help me manage it?" She was like, "Oh yeah, no problem." So he starts managing her business. Well, she was a hooker, and he was a pimp. So, but it was like, he didn't even know. He was like, "Yeah, I just collect the money for her. Get sure everything stayed in order. She got paid."
They're cleaning it up a lot. I mean, I have to say, I've never felt threatened here. I mean, I stay inside. You come inside, it's a whole new ball game. We can play, but I don't really care what they do outside, as long as they don't spray bullets at the house.
Yeah, that's but so you know the apartments I'm talking about, right there next on the side of the road there.
Yeah, I know the apartments you're talking about. They had a shooting there last Friday.
Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah, that's where I saw these people. I've never seen so many people walking with their pajamas in the middle of the day.
I don't understand what that is about. The wearing the pajamas everywhere, but they do that here a lot.
They do. And of course, guess who took their mom there? This guy.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah, she hates everything I do. I'm like, "Mom, just relax, okay? We're here to live." Yeah, who is it? Yeah, do you guys want to do something? No, we're okay, thank you. A little risky, but, yeah, fun. That's good. I told BK, Mitchell, I don't think I told you, down in the good old days in Jacksonville when I was in school up there, I dated this amazing girl that unfortunately shattered her elbow and never made it to the Olympics. But besides that, she lived across the river, and I took her flowers before she went to one of her meets. Unfortunately, I had the wrong date, and she had already left. So
This is a problem for you. You're not very good with like punctuality.
All right.
Leaving friends at airports, forgetting when your girlfriend goes to the Olympics. I mean,
no, this is just a heat competition. But so
this is hold on. Let me since you brought that up, leaving friend at airport. He didn't just leave a friend at the airport, guy. I mean, it's not like, "Oh, I forgot to come get you because you came in." No, I'm in across the country because I decided to go play, even though you were coming in. I was supposed to pick you up at the airport. I took a flight.
I'll never be your friend again.
I mean, it's not like I just let me get in the car and come get you because I forgot. I'm 3,000 miles across the country playing around. This guy's flying in across the floor.
English.
Wasn't he like fully foreign too?
Yeah, it was like Asian or something.
He was from Japan. He was like, his English was so limited.
And you're the only guy he knows, and he's counting on you to pick him up.
You know how like intense Asians are. Like he took that very seriously.
Oh, man.
I know.
Like that was the serious sign of disrespect.
Yeah, because he texted me. He was like, "Hey, bro, where you at?" And I'm like, "Hey, man, I'm having a great time out here. I was at the beach, and so I even took a picture of where I was at. I would never forget." Nice. Yeah. So yeah, man, having a good time playing golf, hanging out. And what about you? And then he calls me. I'm like, "Call me? What are you calling me for?" So I call. I was like, "Hey." He's like, where you at?" I'm like, I'm hanging out. Where are you at? He's like, I'm at the airport. Oh, yeah. Listen, stay there. I'll have somebody to pick you up in about an hour and 30 minutes. Because the airport's an hour away, Jacksonville, where we live. So, yeah, I felt horrible, but everybody was okay. So it's good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
The little airport. But, anyway. But yeah, so I was taking flowers to her because I'm a good boyfriend. And since she was gone, then I driving back. Well, where she lives, which is really nice, and where I live, which is okay, in between, there's like a really hard part of town, So that's why my mom was never a big fan for me to go to her house because it was kind of dangerous. But, I always take the risk. So I'm driving, and I'm at a red light, and there's this lady waiting for the bus. And so I put my window down because I'm a good guy, and I'm like, "Ma'am, I have the flowers, so I'm just, I was gonna throw them away, so I just give them to this lady. I'm like, "Ma'am, here you go, you can have this. Consider this your lucky day, whatever." And she was like really happy about it. Then she started talking to me, and I'm like trying to look at the light, and she was like, "Oh, I'm going down the street. Do you mind taking me there?" I'm like, and my mom always said, "Never let anybody in your car you don't know." So I'm like, I don't know. It's probably not a good idea. Oh, I'm just going down the street. And so, like, while I'm saying that, a cop comes behind me and brings up the lights. So I'm thinking, oh, the light turned green, and I'm stopped here. So he's mad. So I started going. Because I'm thinking, like, he's telling me, like, go. And then he keeps going after me. So I pull over. And I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?" He was like, trying to pick up the hooker. I'm like, "What? Hooker? No, I just gave her flowers." So it sounded horrible. We figured it out. And
we probably thought we were like the biggest weirdo ever giving hookers flowers. This guy's in love and he doesn't even know she's a hooker.
No. Yeah, so we were good. She was like, "Yeah, she's a well-known hooker in the community." I'm like, "Okay, I didn't know that." So... yeah, so we're okay. We got it taken care of. So, so hey, don't give random girls flowers that are near a bus stop.
Well, you can tell these ones around these parts right here. There's no denying it. It'll be 7:45 in the morning. They've got glitter in their eye. Like literally, they glitter their faces up. And it was cold the other day. One of them was wearing like a mini skirt. I was like, "Gosh, this is great."
Crazy.
But it's all about investment. I've done well with the property value over here, just keeps climbing. So if we make it out alive, we'll do pretty decent. Plus, my wife has some like fascination with old homes, so she loves this place. I personally would prefer something new that I didn't have to constantly work on.
Yeah, man, those old homes like that are kind of could be money pit.
Yeah, well, we did. I mean, I had it rewired, like fully rewired, fully replumbed. It's got all new plumbing in it, and we put all new sheetrock up. Like I did as much as I could to keep that from happening. But yeah, you're right. I mean, it's always something. This thing was. I mean, I wish y'all could have seen it. I'll have to show y'all pictures one day of what this place looked like when I bought it.
Yeah, I might be, Mitch, I don't know if I told you, I might be in that part of the town, in the Coleman community this weekend. So I may, I don't know if you're busy, I know you're a busy guy. I might be
Saturday, I was pretty busy all day Saturday, but I'm good after that.
All right, so
Okay.
did you send me a picture of your first win?
Yeah. Let me get right. Maybe I didn't. Let me just.
BK's like working still. He's ready to go.
BK. BK's like, I have to go eat lunch.
What are you trying to say, man?
BK. No, I mean, I'm the same way. I'm eating breakfast, but, you know, it's okay. Let me do the
I
email.
don't see it here. Yeah, shoot that to me so I can
Yeah.
update this thing.
BK. So that's cool. Your brother-in-law is he trading?
Yeah, he trades, and he's just now getting on and kind of watching us a little bit, listening to us. He's a CPA, so he works all day, but he's turned it on. So
Another CPA.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No, we seem to have a lot of that.
You and I,
don't we?
yeah, you and I seem to find those everywhere. Yeah. Let's see here.
That was like my only option after I had expended. What's the word I'm trying to expended all of my scholarship, and I did not want to be a dentist anymore. Dad was like, "All right, I'm picking this time." He's like, "Cause you picked last time, son, and you got something that all you can be is a researcher now. So I'm gonna get you something that you won't starve to death on." I'm like, all right.
That's funny. All you can do is
down right here, coming into this
Yep.
zone.
Yeah, coming our sun here. Looks good. Volume looks good.
Where's that zone?
Yep, that's the 6:30.
6:30. Yeah, it's bouncing right in front of it though.
Yeah, it looks like it went one tick above it, right?
Yeah, it's one tick above it.
Yeah. Let's see if it comes back down. We'll go a little deeper into it.
Yeah,
I'm sending you that.
I'll probably wait on it. I'm not going to take a trade. If I take a trade, it probably won't be around till 32-ish.
32?
Yeah,
Okay.
a little bit deeper into that where there's actual support. There's a lot of support right there, so it could bounce right there, but I think it might bounce a little deeper. But we'll watch it.
There is a little spot. Yeah. Yep. I like that. You found a little spot that I didn't want to call it out to you guys, but yeah, if you look at the 2155 area candle, there's a little hidden zone there that not too many people know about. I think that'll be a good area.
Yeah,
There you go.
I agree with
I hope
that.
make it sound like.
It's a
All right,
high-tech situation process. Oh gosh. All right, you got.
We gotta have fun.
You gotta have fun.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Well, let's go with it, man. Dang.
Well, I'm trying to see which one it is. Oh. Gotta do those two. And I just want to be sure I see the right stuff here. Let's see. I haven't made the point there yet.
Did you get in the trade?
No. Sorry, I was talking. I'm trying to send you the right chart. It's just that I take a couple of screenshots before I get to the point. Kind of show the process, and I want to make sure I get the one that I already made the point.
Yeah.
And gosh, and try that one there. That's not it.
I got that point. Winning at 33.75 out of 30.75.
Yeah, good. That was
Very
right at the
good.
top of that zone right there. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Mhm.
Good job.
I dropped my contracts. I've been trading 4. I dropped it to 1 and threw it in there.
Yeah, stress-free.
Because-
zone.
Okay.
I didn't know. It's not a zone really on the micro, but it was like 3 candles that are pretty much fully engulfed right next to each other, but there was just VPOP. I mean, it was just a really strong little area. I was just worried it wouldn't give me a full 5 ticks because it kept going to 3 and stop and 3 and stop and 3 and stop, and I was like, oh no, here we go. But it not only gave, I mean, it bounced pretty good out of there on the micro.
It's bounced 3 points on this so far out of it, so it's bounced.
Yeah, beautiful trade.
Bounce.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful trade.
I did get the email.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't pick me up. I'm sitting at 33.5. Didn't pick me up.
Y'all gonna short it now or
I'm not.
36.50?
Yeah, I can see where you could do that. I'm not doing it, but you can see where you could for sure.
No,
I'm gonna keep
I've done 2 good trades today, or 3. How many of them, mate? 2.
You know, when you make so much money, you lose count.
No, that's opposite.
All right, so which one am I supposed to be looking at here?
The last one. That's
The last one shows. The first one shows points. Let's see this one.
I gotta do something pretty quick because they talked to me. This is all between the 3 of us, but being that no one works with me is on here. I can talk candidly. They were like, so we have someone that's going to retire next year, and she's been working there for years, and she's kind of like, she does a lot of the accounting or whatever. So yesterday they brought me in, and they were like, we want to make you CFO next year. Would you be okay with that? Like, Judy's going to retire and this and that. And I was like, yeah, sounds good.
Let me ask you.
Want to do that?
Let me ask you this. Well, that is really good. If you do take the CFO job, and I know we were talking the other day, not only you're in a position in your career where you got to make a move, right? You said this is where you got to break away.
Yeah, I'm to the point now where, I mean, I don't see myself progress. Like, even if they give me that position, like, it'll just be a title change. Like, I don't see, I'm not, I mean, I'm pretty much maxed out there.
Right.
So I'm at the point where I'm either going to have to change career paths or do something.
Yeah.
It's just working so far. He's getting old.
Yeah. So my question was, if you were to take the CFO position, would you still be able to trade like you're doing now?
No, they're gonna. I would be locked in to have 4 or 5 people that were around me all the time. It's like CFO, but it's also, I mean, it would be more or less like I would manage everyone that works in the office too, you know? And so I would just be inundated with stuff. Like right now, I've got like 6 or 7 people that I am responsible for, and that would put me up to about 16. So
right, and that would be kind of red flag. You want to take the job, right?
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like I would love to have the title on my resume, but as far as doing it, like I think I've already found what I want to do for a living, so everything else doesn't seem very enticing.
Yeah.
Purposely not telling mom.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't. Yeah.
Because she's all the time on my butt, like, oh, you need to move to Huntsville. Like so-and-so said that they can get you a job here. Like, thank you for soliciting me jobs all around.
That's better than wise.
Yeah.
Like Soto is being shopped for her wife.
Yeah, I am. So that's okay.
Or you could just have a mother that's never like, no one ever meets their standards. Like I don't know who she had in mind for me, like to marry, but it's never been anyone. It's never been anyone I selected. Let's put it that way.
No, your dad told me about that. Your dad was like, because girls, you don't want a girl to pick your date because they don't look at the whole picture. They just look at their personality. So, but my mom's different. She knows. She does pick good-looking girls. Unfortunately, it's just not my type. So that's the only thing.
My mom's always like about pretty girls, but you can do one thing cross towards my mother, and she will hate you until you die.
She can hold a grudge, huh?
Yeah, so like no one I've ever met, and I married my mother.
Oh no!
It's great. Like they get along, but then there's like also tension, but they don't realize that they're spitting images of each other. And I'm like, why did I do this? I saw my dad suffer. Like, why did I do this?
You saw your dad suffer. That's funny. All right.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and and kill this thing for today. So, but here's on the chart here on the screen, you can see Soto's entries. We'll show you the entry. This is the first point for the day. So you can see that entry right here at 31.39. His target's at 31.38. His first point. For us, it's a two contract point. Don't worry about the contracts he's got. Just look at the point that was taken. So there's that picture, and here is the picture of it actually being completed right here. So you'll see this was his entry, the yellow, and the blue right here is where he actually completed that previous trade there. So so the 2 points have been, or the 1 point has been made with 2 contracts. So now we can update the spreadsheet to show that we're not making this stuff up. This is what's been done here. So so let me pull up the spreadsheet. Let me pull in the spreadsheet here and update it. All right, so 12, 11, 19, 2 contracts traded, 1 point made, 0, 1. So nice job there. So we're up to $2,391.20, and we started with $1,000 in the account, taking 1 point a day, win or loss. You know, so we've had a good stretch of winners here. We're up to 2 contracts, so we decided that we add a contract every $1,000. So we just added 2 contracts 4 days ago. So you can see our wins now are $89.60. Our commissions are now $10.40, and that's assuming you don't have a lifetime license. So we're making it the worst case scenario here. So each win is $89.60 right now. So nice job, winning 4 straight since we went to 2 contracts. That's good. So we're up to $23.91. So nice job. So you have 1,300%, or excuse me, 130%.
We're killing it. We're in a good drive here.
Yep, good job there.
I think we can say we're undefeated. I think we can say we're undefeated in December. Is that correct?
That'd be correct, man. That'd be correct.
Yeah. You know what? Oh, yeah. And you know, today's a special day. Today's the last day of celebrating my birthday for the year.
Oh, that's right.
My birthday. Yeah. November 11th, so I'm going to have a special day today to end my celebration and start the celebration of baby Jesus.
There you go. About time.
Constantly celebrating something.
Nice job to get guys today on the trading. I know y'all both did very well trading today, so nice job. And remember, guys, today's Fed rate this afternoon, so be careful. Watch price, and if you decide to trade in the afternoon, be aware of that. Be ready to.
Now, how long will that affect? Will it just be for that 5-10 minute period, or should we be cautious?
It'll be announced at 2 o'clock, but about 2:30 you'll actually see the meeting notes and all that good stuff will be released. So you're going to see price action start around 2 to 3 o'clock. You're going to see up and sideways, up and down for a while. And then after 3 o'clock, you'll start seeing maybe a little bit of direction probably till it's after the close. But you'll see more reaction probably after it sets in. Everybody kind of digests everything. You'll probably see more of that tomorrow and Friday. So that's what I'm saying. If they increase rates, I think you see the next couple of days are down days for the market. You know, and if they cut, then I think they're probably up days or just stay the same. Or if they don't do anything, I think it's just still some down days in the market, I think, are coming, but we don't know. But this could be the catalyst. But just hang out, watch it, and but you'll see some action starting at 2 from about at least till the end of the day, anyway. Okay.
Perfect.
Yep. All right, guys. But good job, and well done again. And everybody, thanks for being here today. Really appreciate your time. Carolyn, thanks for all the questions. Appreciate that. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't read these comments. I had me wait 2 hours for him. We had a dinner date and told me they were landed, had coffee. That's about right. Soto's Soto's not the best on time apparently, and then everybody else's schedule. So that's funny.
Okay, well, maybe you sound like a horrible person, but I'm always there to help you.
You're a great person. You're a great person, man. You're a good friend to have. So, all right. All right, guys. Well, everybody, thanks for being here. Nice job trading, and look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow. Y'all have a great day and be safe, and we'll see you guys in the morning. Bye-bye.
All right, see you then.
Bye.
You've been listening and watching the Titan Futures 1 Point a Day Challenge. Live stream. Remember, we're live daily, 9 to 11. And BK, Soto, and Mitchell are here to help. The Titan Futures 1 Day Point a Day Challenge, where anyone can learn how to day trade the futures market. Till next